recorder.
Double tap?
Wait, oh shit. Are we live?
Is it on?
Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're on.
Hi!
What's up?
This is Joey.
What's up? Cozy Joey.
I'm Shay. This is Cozy Joey. So cozy. So cozy.
Yep.
Okay, so we are in Nashville, Tennessee right now. It's very beautiful with our friends. And we're here to talk to you about a pipeline that they are building on Standing Rock Reservation. Despite the fact that the Sioux tribe of Standing Rock Reservation has said that they do oppose this pipeline. The Army Corps of Engineers issued a permit a week ago, last Monday, to begin construction, and just today gave the tribe 48 hours notice that they are going to begin construction on this pipeline. So, we are the youth of Standing Rock Reservation. I can't believe I forgot this part. The youth of Standing Rock Reservation has been running 1,500 miles for the last 3 weeks from North Dakota all the way to Washington, D.C. to hand over a petition with over 140,000 signatures to tell the White House, to tell the Army Corps of Engineers, and to tell the State Department that they do not want this pipeline on their land, because when this pipeline breaks, because all pipelines break, their water would be completely ruined. And to the people of Standing Rock Reservation, they know, and they are teaching all of us that water is life. Without water, there is no life, and water is one of the most valuable resources we have. Feel free to cut me off at any point and interject here. It's one of the most, it is the most valuable resource we have. And if we continue to destroy our water, then what? Then what? What do? We have to protect our water, because we have to protect the sacredness of our land for future generations. So the youth of Standing Rock have ran 1,500 miles to DC to give them this petition to say that water is life and we have to protect it, and no, we cannot build this pipeline on Standing Rock Reservation. There are a few ways that you can help stand in solidarity with Standing Rock Reservation. You can call the Army Corps of Engineers, call the White House, call the State Department. You can find those numbers online with this great machine called Google. And you can tell them that you stand in solidarity with the tribe and that you oppose the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline, and explain to them why you oppose it. You also can sign their petition at change.org/REZPECT water, like respect, but with a Z, like respect our water. You can also join us at some rallies that we have going on this weekend. One will be in Washington, D.C. on Saturday from 1 to 5, but come at 1 because it'll be so much better. In Lafayette Square. Another rally is going to be this Sunday at 3 p.m. in Union Square in New York City. It's going to be very fun. I will be there, as will our homies Rosario Dawson and Josh Fox and some other special guests, along with this epic human being right here, Joey Montoya, the one and only Urban Native Era. That's not who, I mean, that's his thing, you know, but that's not his name. So, yeah, it's going to be great. Please join us at these rallies, and please stand in solidarity. Another thing, just to plant the seed in your mind, because they're beginning construction on the pipeline, Standing Rock has opened their doors, and they have asked that anyone who is willing to be an ally, regardless of our cultural identities, our cultural background, our ethnicities, that we go and we physically stand with them on their reservation to oppose the construction of this pipeline. The reason why this is important is it's easy for our government, as we've seen for hundreds of years, to silence Native American nations, and it's easy for us, non-natives, to not actually understand the narrative and the truth in which many Native Americans live today, because the narrative that we're taught is a narrative that the government wants us to know, and that's the narrative that we're fed when we are young kids in the school system, and it's just simply not true. So, if you are willing, I know we all live very busy lives, we live busy lives, you guys live busy lives, we all live exciting lives, it's wonderful, and it's summer and we want to go to music festivals and, like, you know, do fun things outdoors. But if you're willing to maybe re-look at what your summer could look like, and drive to North Dakota and bring a tent and stand in solidarity with them in person, physically, that would be ginormous, a really big help. This, for me, is not a fight against just the fossil fuel industries and a fight against climate change or pipelines. This is also a fight to tell our government, as people who don't live the lives that many Native Americans live, that we're done being fed a narrative that's not true, and that we're done allowing the silencing to continue. Because every decision we make every single day as people of privilege directly influences what happens on Native American reservations. So we have to own our responsibility. We have to acknowledge our responsibility. Once we know, we can't unknow, as my homie Rosario Dawson always says. So we know. We know that the reason they're building this pipeline on the Native American reservation is because if they were to build it in Bismarck, North Dakota, where it's a predominantly white community, and that pipeline broke, it would compromise the integrity of that white community's water. And they don't want that. So they're building it on the Native American reservation because they know that Native Americans what am I trying to say? It's easier for white people to make a stink because the government listens to white people more. We all know this. This is true. So, we need to change this. This is not our narrative. This is a narrative that someone else has given us. It's not ours.
Yep.
So,
we need your help. So just show up if you can to DC on Saturday, and then Sunday, New York City, Union Square. And if you can, just make it out to North Dakota. This is the first time like they're inviting people to the reservation, so it's a huge thing to actually do, and just calling out on all people, not even only indigenous people, is all people to come and join and put their bodies and their lives on the line for the water and the land and stuff. So make sure you can come out, and if you can't, that there's always ways to donate and ways to share and keep spreading the word. But we need people now, because in 2 days it's not gonna be the same.
And I also want to clarify that this is not our movement. This is the youth of Standing Rock Reservation. This isn't even necessarily coming from the tribal council. This is coming from the youth from Standing Rock, who recognize that if they don't do something about their water, then future generations will not have the opportunities that we have, because water is a necessity to life. So we are not going in there to help them necessarily. We are going in there to support them, to lend a hand, and to say, we stand in solidarity with you. How can we support what you want to accomplish? That's our goal. And we're extending it out to you. If you can find more information at sacredstonecamp.org if you're willing to volunteer, if you're willing to donate. They have been camping since April 1st in tents, without running water, without electricity, just to oppose this pipeline. And it's time that we stand together and support them. So if you can donate, sacredstonecamp.org. If you want to volunteer, if you want to show up, you can sign up there as well. Please go to change.org again /REZPECT, our water, to sign the petition. The rally on Saturday is in Washington, D.C. at 1 p.m. at Lafayette Square. The rally on Sunday is at 3 p.m. in New York City in Union Square. And it's going to be a good time. So do your research as well. Educate yourself. Understand what a pipeline is. Understand what this movement is. Watch videos. You can find all the videos on my Twitter, on my Instagram. You can go to our website, uptous.net, find out more information. Again, check out the change.org site /respectourwater. There's a lot of info on there. sacredstonecamp.org. There's lots of info. Just do some education. Do some education. That's really good grammar. Do your research.
Yep.
Cool. Thanks for listening.
Yep.
And just so you know, it's an epic day in Nashville. I mean, hello.
It's nice. It's nice out here.
And Joey likes to finish every live stream with a song.
Yep. So I'm about to sing right now. What was the song again?
Sound of Music. The Hills Are Alive.
All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3.